Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. I hope everyone is doing well. I thought I would come in here and just do a real quick fill my glue bottle up with you. So if you've been watching my channel, you know what I'm about to do probably. And if you haven't, then what I want to do what I'm wanting to do here is I wanted to try a Elmer's glue or this type of glue bottle for my Fabri-Tac. I want to see if it makes a difference having this little twisty top just for the pressure, for the bubbling up. I want to know. I have to know. I've never done it. I haven't seen anybody else. I've searched and I haven't seen anybody else attempt this. There probably is somebody somewhere. I just have not been able to find them. So I thought I'm just going to try it myself because I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. I got to know. So what I did is I washed my bottle out. I emptied it out. This was actually Pen and Gear glue that was in here. I bought it at Walmart, just really cheap glue. It's the same type of bottle. When there's no glue in there, it actually has more flexibility. So, you know, it's pretty stiff when the glue's in there. It's not as stiff when the glue is out. So I peeled the label off, not very well. It's all sticky. So I'm using my decorative duct tape because I want something that's gonna stay. And I wanted something that doesn't offend my eyes. I guess, I don't know. I wanted something pretty and I wanted something that was going to really stick, and I thought this duct tape would do the trick because duct tape, you know, it usually does do the trick. I'm going to use these little cheapy scissors here and give that a snip. So I have just where it's all sticky taped off. That's it. Put that away, and then I can put that away. Now it's nice and full. I have two have the small bottle and the big bottle of the washable school glue. Now I have them full and I can put them back into my kid bucket of kids crafts. So let's do a brand new 3-in-1 and see how this works. I'm still going to do my same technique with putting Vaseline around the cap here because I want to be able to get it off easily, hopefully. And I don't want to destroy this little mat. So I think I'm going to grab some scrappy dappy paper here. We'll just use this. I use this to for trying to figure out what size my width and my thread is going to look like. I just keep one of these handy over here. So let's go. Let's get this in there. So I washed this bottle out really well. I emptied it and then I washed it out. I don't pour it down my drain, even though it's a washable glue and this and that. I always am in fear that my drains are going to get plugged by glues and paints. So I do my very best to not put any, oh my gosh, I try my very best to not put any of it really down the drain. So I have my like coffee jars, anything like with jars, and I save them until I have a nice little supply down here, empty jars. And then I rinse my stuff. Whoops, look at me. Paint. Oh my gosh, can I just not talk for a second? Let me fix this really quick here. So I use those to put my messy waters in. So like my glue water, so as I'm cleaning stuff, so as I was cleaning it out, I'd pour water in it and then I would shake it up and then I would empty it in my jar, and then I can take that and I can dispose of that. So there's no way around disposing. Somehow it's going to be disposed, but I don't want to put it through my drains. So I'm going to fill this up and we're going to see together, because I'm going to use this bottle, how it works. I may hate it, or I might love it. For me, I feel like if it's going to work the same, at least the same as my, what are those bottles called? Those bakery bottles? Oh gosh, it's not a bakery bottle. It's the icing bottles. I cannot think of the name of them. But anyways, I'll show you that in just a second. I use that and I like it. It works. It works better than this big thing I'm holding in my hand right now. For sure. I have definitely can manage that much easier with my hands. But Sugar Bell bottles, that's what it is. I'll show it to you too, just in case you want to know what I'm talking about. So I have that. I bought the Sugar Bell bottles. I bought the tips. I bought the knitting caps, knitting needle caps. I've got all that stuff and it is working, but it does ooze out a lot. So what I'm hoping is that the way the glue bottle is shaped, the Elmer's glue bottle with the cap, with this lid, you know, with this type of a lid. Let me put that on top there. That whether I close it or not, I'm hoping that the glue is not going to ooze. We are going to find out, because I'm going to, as I work, I'm going to leave it unscrewed. Where's my Vaseline? I could have sworn, oh, I never took it down. So on all my paint caps and all my glue, twisty tops, my paint cans, everything, I put Vaseline around the edge. It has not interfered with my glue at all. However, I don't stick it in my glue, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm guessing. But I do goop it on quite a bit. Sometimes I goop it on so much I don't have to replace the Vaseline every time. Sometimes not even, it takes a couple times before I have to replace it. I put it on there, grab my cap, and then give it a good screw. There we go. Down you go. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it right now because I'm gonna get this one put away. So the Vaseline just helps its ease. I've tried putting, different, like saran wrap, no stick baking, like all kinds of stuff. I've tried everything. And everything seems to suck down in. I just don't have the knack. But one thing that works for me is this. I feel like the plastic, when I put that like on my gesso and stuff like that, or the baker sheet, I feel like it helps it to not dry out inside. But this helps me get my caps off. So sometimes there's more than one thing that we need to do. Anyhow, I know this is just a short little video, but I wanted to do this with you. I wanted to put it all together and get it all sealed back up. There's still glue in there, so I'm gonna put this aside to fill up a later date. I'm not filling this one up right now because I'm gonna force myself to use this in case it doesn't work. I want to give it a good try. So I don't want to just, if something's not working right away, I don't want to just grab this one. So if this one's difficult to get out at this moment, which it is, then I would rather fight with one that's full, I think. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe if it's a big fight, then I won't. I'll just be like, well, I'm going to have to get that glue out of there and into something else. That's it. Not a big deal. So it's my alcohol-based glue. So I also, I feel like, I can always add my, I think I have like 99%, 90% acetone stuff. I add a little bit and I can melt. I say melt, it's diluting it, I guess, a little bit, but it always feels like it always seems like it's like getting melty. I'm melting. So now we shall give it a little try. Let's see. What do I have next to me? I have Halloween stuff that I've been working on for my crazy Halloween journal. So let's try adding a little lace to something that I have over here. Maybe on this. I liked that little saying there, but I didn't. Maybe I'll bring that down just a little bit more, not just right underneath it. We'll cut a little piece off. Let's see. We'll untwist our little glue cap. Whoa. Now this is penning gear, so I don't know how good my little twisty cap is. I might have to go in with the name brand stuff. Is there a difference? I don't know. Oh, so far it came out nice. And then I'm just gonna leave it open, see what happens. Let me know if it starts oozing. Just raise your hand in the comments. So, has any of my friends here ever tried this? Has any of my friends here ever thought about trying this? The reason why I have been so intrigued by this is because Natasha over on Treasure Books, she uses a glue, and I searched her thing looking for it, all the different, like, where does she get her glue? What kind of glue is it? And I never see any kind of a label or anything. And then I finally came upon one of her videos that she, her glue isn't available in the US or something. There was something, she had mentioned something about it. So she doesn't talk about it or give you the name because you can't get it or something to that effect. Anyhow, so I was like so sad. I was like, oh man, she just makes everything look so easy. I'm like, I want a glue bottle like that. And then I thought, wait a minute. I'm gonna go try this and see. And maybe it's the glue she uses. Maybe it's in part the glue bottle. But she did say it's an alcohol-based glue. I think that's what made me think about this. Is I thought, well, if it's an alcohol-based glue, that's what 3-in-1, all that stuff is. It's an alcohol-based glue. So I want to just try it and see. So there you go, my friends. I feel like if I would have left this, I know it hasn't been long, but I feel like it's already starting to bubble up and ooze through here. What is the difference? You know, I'm going to look at this and see. I know this has the reservoir for this to get up is smaller than this one. So can I even get that one off? Like, see how wide the whole, well, that just takes that off. Goodness gracious, Sandra. Come on, get with the program. See how easy that comes off because there's so much Vaseline on there. But see how that big hole, it's like it's big all the way up. Can you see that? It's big all the way up until you get to the little tiny spout. So there's no like stopping point. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Is this a scientific thing? I don't know. But I'm not that, whatever that is. I'm not anything of that. I just am looking and wondering, how is it working? The only thing I notice that I can tell is this. Now, let's see. Now you can see how this one, it goes in and it goes into this, but then it goes into a much smaller, like, I don't know, what do we call it? A tunnel? It's called something. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, so I'm hoping within the way that screws down and pushes the air in and out. I don't know. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Anyhow, that worked out. That glue came out pretty easy and it didn't hurt my hand. So I'm going to see if that works. And if that does, oh, I just opened it and then I squeezed it. Please. Now, see, I'm trying to see, does it ooze? Can't. It's going to ooze if you squeeze it. Oh, it's oozing. Oozing without squeezing. Okay, well, now we know it's going to do that. Now I just want to see, as long as it works as good as this, I'll probably switch to this just because I don't have to hunt for this cap. And the other thing I was hoping to find out is if it only works as good as this, if this only works as good as this. Couple things. This is much cheaper than this. I have a whole bunch of glue in here that I can use for another project or fill up a bottle to get this bottle. So there's that. There's a couple of bonuses on that. Also, when I'm done, see, when I forget to put this cap on, the glue, like, it gets really hard around here. That may still happen with this if I don't squeeze it down, but I just feel like this is going to be a little bit more manageable for me. So fingers crossed. Let's see if this works. If it does, this is what you'll see me using, and then that'll be my new 3-in-1 Fabri-Tac alcohol-based glue bottle. Also, when I lay it down, it doesn't roll away. How many times does that happen? Well, I guess it's not rolling now, but that was not a good example. All right. Anyhow, just wanted to share my little glue experiment with my friends here, and we'll just have to see how it goes as the videos move on. I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy all your moments, my friends. Bye.